Hello everyone, this is about Scottish Power, the energy companies that rip everybody off by double dipping. I started this process at the start of the year and it's got to the stage now where I'm giving them an affidavit of obligation, commercial lien, simply because they don't reply. They just carry on with the patheticness. I mean, look at these here, smirks on the face. Simply because they know they are ripping everybody off, double dipping. You fucking treasonous bastards. Look at them all. So this is going to be sent off tomorrow. Affidavit of obligation, commercial lien. I've done a number of these now. I just put them on my website and on YouTube as a reference and as proof when it was sent, served, what's in the letters. But they don't ever reply back and they just carry on. I mean, at the start of the year, I went to court in Sheffield as a Mackenzie friend to a good friend of mine regarding the gas and electric. So I had first-hand experience of what it were like, and it was a complete charade. It was. The first time I went, it got adjourned. The second time I went, we got the runaround for 2 hours, going from one different courtroom to another, up and down stairs and escalator lifts. And then when we got in the court, we both remained seated, and the clerk of the court, when the judge walked in, was flapping her arms up and down in the air as if to indicate we should stand up. And I just remained seated. So the judge asks me who I am, and I told him it's none of his business. And he went out and come back in because, of course, they reset the court into a different jurisdiction. And the second time he did it, he says to me, "This is the second time I've come into the court and you've remained seated." And my friend Amanda at the time claimed common law jurisdiction, and the next thing they were shouting for the security guards. They ushered us out the court, and that were it. And I don't think up to date Amanda's heard anything regarding the gas and electric about that, simply because of what she did. Served them a commercial lien. So I've gone through it again. It's pretty similar to the ones I've served previously, but I've put a few more bits in there, like this bills of exchange. Basically, all this at the start is, do you agree with all this? I mean, these are their rules. Sorry. An unrebutted affidavit stands as truth in commerce. Well, this is an affidavit, and like the council, it's unrebutted. So it stands for truth, and it also stands as a judgment. You don't need to go to court because the trial's already on. As soon as you serve them with this notice, that's it. That's the start of it. So I put all the laws in. Fraud Act, bills of exchange, Consumer Credit Act, rights of entry, And then the Black's Law Dictionary, which is what they're going on. They send everything in capital letters. So as you can see here, the highest and most comprehensive loss of status. This occurs when a man's condition was changed from one of freedom to one of bondage. I remember signing the form, yeah. It's all done behind everybody's back. So if you don't think you're a slave, you are. So look at that, when he become a slave. I didn't agree to any of that shit whatsoever. That's when it's all capitals. So that's been put in as evidence. Do you agree with this? And it's I've got a Chicago Manual of Styles. It says it in there about capitalisation. You should know by now, all your capitals and your birth certificate is a corporation. So they're a corporation, and they talk to your corporation, your birth certificate, and if you accept that, you have to pay it. So don't accept being a Mr., Mrs., Ms., Sir, etc. Any title is a legal fiction. It's not you, the living man or woman. So I'm going to put the Slavery Act in there. And then the unalienable rights, which is all your common law. It says it there, look. The right to trial by jury. Do we get any of that? No. So these are your unalienable rights that you must stand up for. So then we've got to go into the parties, all their names. Notice I've put them in lowercase, so I'm addressing the man and woman, not any legal fiction whatsoever. And then we've gone to the allegations. So this is going back June, when I first served them a notice of non-commercial customer. It goes on and on and on, up to today, fairly recently, when I served them a notice of interest. But this is going to be witnessed tomorrow at solicitors and posted, so by the end of the week they'll have this. And there's 21 pages here, and then I put this in as well about the capitalisation. And there's include all this proof of my allegations. So there's about a thick book's worth of material going off. Alleged insecurities, what you're telling them you're going to sue them for. And it's signed and sworn, the last couple of pages. So this will be going off tomorrow to all you lovely smiley people. And then I've also put it on the website as well. put notices served because there's going to be a few. It's a long page. And if anybody wants to start doing this, I suggest you look at these 3 videos I put on the website. Paul Webster, he explains it fairly well. And then there's another video showing you what to use on the bills, how to do it on your bill. But you must cancel any direct debits you've got and get them to send you a bill. And then there's another video underneath that one. It explains the stamp duty. And there's the first, the notice of interest. I served them a while ago. What was said, etc., etc. And then we go on to the Affidavit of Obligation, Commercial Lien, which I've just showed you. It's all on the website. And no living man or woman should be paying gas, electric, water, council tax, TV licence, etc. If you add all those up, what you're paying out, and you shouldn't be paying, simply because you are not a corporation. Your birth certificate is a corporation. And I also come across a bit of information, I can't remember where I heard it, but according to form, these that go to the private schools are taught the bills of exchange by the age of 11. Whereas what are we taught? A complete load of shite. So don't pay gas and electric. Pay them or discharge them via the bills of exchange.